Welcome to our deep dive, everyone.
Welcome to the deep dive. We sort through the clutter to find what really matters.
Basically trying to cut through the noise for you.
Exactly. And today, we're diving into the V86 races. That's at Åby and Solvalla for April 16th, 2025.
Right. 8 races to get through.
Yeah, the full card. Okay, let's kick off with V86 1. Åby, 2,640 meters.
Okay, first race, the name that jumps out is McCahan, track 6.
The Derby horse from last year?
That's the one. There's a lot of belief in its ability, its class, and the trainer is known for having horses really ready for their seasonal debut. There's some potential for speed inside. Tracks 1, 2, maybe 4. They could make the early part, a bit complicated for the favorite. Might not just stroll to the front.
Right. Complicates the tactics. And speaking of speed, Laredo Bocco in 7. Seen as a big challenger.
Definitely. It can really fly out of the gate, especially if they're aggressive with it.
And it's coming back from a break.
Yeah. And straight to barefoot racing, that's often a plus. Suggests they mean business.
But it did lose from the lead last time out, didn't it?
It did, yeah. So something to keep in mind. Not completely bomb-proof up front.
Okay. And La Ferrari de Monchi in 4. Also in that early speed mix.
Consider to have a good shot, yeah. Got that early speed, could find a nice spot. Had a tough race last time, apparently.
So a better trip could make a difference.
Could make a big difference.
Now, an outsider, Balotelli face, track 2. What's the thinking there?
Well, it's seen as pretty versatile.
Yeah.
It can win different ways, shown speed before.
And the American card is back on. Why is that significant?
Sometimes that lighter sulky can just free them up a bit, maybe find an extra gear.
Yeah.
For a horse like this, could be just what it needs to maybe surprise.
Interesting. Okay, Botnas Idol in 5, returning from a break too.
Yeah, and the interesting thing here is the Åby record. 5 wins from 10 starts. That's pretty solid.
Likes the track then.
Seems to. The trainer sounds, well, cautiously optimistic. But you got to remember that last run before the break was poor, attributed to illness, apparently.
So a question mark on form, but potential if it's healthy.
Exactly. A bit of an unknown quantity first time back.
Okay, let's switch tracks. V86-2, Solvalla. 1,640 meters, auto start. Going cash in 1 is getting a lot of hype.
Huge hype. 3 straight wins since being gelded. That says a lot.
And the rail draw behind the gate?
Perfect spot. Potential to lead, control the race. Could be very hard to get past if it gets its own way up front.
But, like in the first race, early pressure is a possibility.
Always is, especially over the shorter distance. Other fast starters could definitely challenge early, make it work.
And hard center in 2 is seen as the main danger.
Yeah, very interesting one. Reportedly saved a lot of energy in its comeback race, just tucked in.
And it has early speed itself.
It does. So could challenge going cash early or get the perfect pocket trip. Seems like a really live contender, maybe better than the current odds suggest.
Keep an eye on that one then. Pure diamond in 4.
Also got speed, versatile type. Word is it was a bit unlucky last start, maybe got blocked.
So cleaner run could see it involved.
Definitely. Right in the mix, potentially.
Eldorado Jet, track 7. Showed promise last year.
Yeah, high potential. The draw isn't ideal, out in 7. And the last race was apparently a bit messy, hard to handle.
They expect it to improve.
Should be better for that run, more settled, hopefully. Can't completely write it off despite the draw.
Edema in 9. Potential surprise.
Seems like it. Good late speed shown recently, reportedly in top form. And the American card goes on.
Another American card angle.
Yeah, seems to be a theme. Could finish strongly if they go too fast up front.
Okay, back to Åby. V86-3, 2,140 meters. No Limit River in 4 was the early favorite, but doubts now.
Big doubts, yeah. That last performance was apparently really poor. So while we know it has speed and ability...
The form is a major question mark.
Exactly. Confidence seems to have taken a hit. Might still blast off early, but can it sustain it?
Opens things up. Soulmate Pellini in 11 is getting talked up, despite the draw.
Generating a lot of interest, yes. Seasonal debut, strong breeding, and first-time barefoot is a key change.
Signals intent.
You'd think so. Suggests they want a big run right away. Some are making it a top pick, even from out there.
Cans up, cash in 2, Swedish debut.
Interesting one.
Yeah.
Showed plenty of ability in Denmark. Fast starter, potentially.
So could be involved early, lead or pocket.
Very likely, yeah. One to watch closely.
Iquitos Pits Uno in 6, another possible outsider.
Yeah. Seen as, a solid, dependable type. Usually runs well. Got some early speed, too.
Could get a good trip.
Definitely possible. Could pop up at decent odds if things fall right.
Sunshine Eagle S, track 8. Consistent but tough draw again.
That's the story. Good horse, but that wide draw often means a harder journey, especially over this distance.
Makes sense. All right, halfway point. V86-4, back to Solvalla. Shorter distance again, 1,640-meter auto start, small field of 8. In love, Mira's in 4 seems the strong consensus pick.
Very strong feeling about this one. Lots of natural speed, expected to get to the front pretty easily in this field.
And won its seasonal debut.
Yep. The thinking is, if it leads, it'll be very hard to catch, control the race.
Melby Necht in 7 is on a serious roll. 7 straight wins.
Incredible form line, isn't it? Got to respect that winning habit. Despite the slightly wider draw, it's considered a major contender.
Because it's versatile.
Exactly. Doesn't necessarily need to lead to win. Finds a way. Big threat.
Sandokan in 6, also a key challenger.
The talk is about that massive late speed shown last race. Huge finish.
Expected to be even better now.
That's the hope, yeah. With that recent run under its belt. Definitely dangerous, especially if they mix it up early.
Yin Yang in 3, 5-year-old, potential surprise.
Put in a fast time recently. That got the eye. Seems to be developing. Can't completely ignore it.
Could sneak under the radar.
Could do. Dangerous if overlooked.
Okay, V86-5, AB again. 1,640 meters, and this is a Spore Trapper race. So Pearl Kai's in 8, despite the wide draw, is highly regarded.
Very highly. Seen by many as the clear best horse in the race.
Yeah.
Performance's last 2 starts were against tougher horses and were really good.
And the barefoot angle again, listed with shoes, though.
Yeah, there was talk about barefoot, which is usually a big plus.
Yeah.
Maybe the shoe info was just for the draw entry. Sometimes that happens. We'll see. But even with shoes, strong chance based on ability.
Hokita in 2, Danish horse.
Yep, Danish guest. Dangerous one. Good speed, but apparently best when following other horses.
Getting a toe.
Exactly. And that inside draw, track 2, is perfect for that kind of trip. Could sit right behind the leaders. Definite threat.
Norris in 10, mentioned as maybe overlooked.
Yeah, low percentage in the betting, but some see it as a potential winner. Recovered well after a gallop last time. Form before that was good.
And following a fast horse inside.
Could get a nice drag into the race, yeah. A possible value play.
Wingate Brigida, track 6, form improving.
Seems to be heading the right way. Showed decent late speed last time. Change of headgear might sharpen it up too, one we've noted before.
Others to mention here, Amazon OC 7.
Kept up well last time with a fast pace, had energy left, could get well positioned early.
Easy 11.
Can be tricky from the gate, but has speed. New equipment, Norwegian sulky first time. Wild card, definitely a wild card. Good surprise if things go right.
Right, final stretch. V86-6 at Solvalla, 2,140-meter auto start. Felicia Zet in 3 looks like the one they all have to beat.
Strong favorite, yeah. Won the seasonal debut very impressively. Expected to be even better now.
Good speed, good draw relative to rivals.
Exactly. High chance of getting the lead, and from there, could be race over. Top contender.
Main opponent is decision maker in 7.
Seen that way, yes. Top mare, back from a break, but winter form was excellent. Very, very fast from the start.
Can definitely challenge Felicia Zet early then.
Absolutely. Could make it a real race if it gets away well.
Diva Ek in 6. Another quality mare.
Formidable, yeah. Unbeaten in Sweden last year when it stayed trotting. Versatile, too. Major player, if on song.
Don't say Gar in 10. Debuting for a new trainer.
Always interesting. Top mare, performed well here before. Despite the draw, gotta watch this one.
Any potential surprises lurking? Esther Degley Day, 9.
Had strong seasons earlier in its career, earned a lot. If it finds that form again, could surprise.
Gitti Jet, 1.
Debut wasn't much, but should improve. Might get the pocket trip behind Felicia Zet. Long shot chance, maybe?
Okay, penultimate race. V86-7, back at Åby. 2,140 meters, volt start this time. Fawaz Mill in 1 gets the top pick.
From that perfect front row draw, yeah. Either leads or sits right behind. Galloped last time, which was weird. No fault found, apparently.
Show forgive that run.
Seems to be the consensus. Form before that was good. Big chance.
Too cool to lose in 3. Developing well.
Definitely improving. Unlucky last time, got stuck. The volt start is maybe a small question mark. Needs a clean getaway.
But if it handles the start,
then it's an early contender for sure.
Cassius Clay DE in 13. Good debut for the new barn.
Made a nice impression, yeah. Needs a smooth run from the back row, but looks capable of winning if things work out.
Conte in 4, known for volt start speed.
Very fast from a standstill, yes. Good comeback run, too. The draw, 4, is maybe slightly tricky in a volt, but if it gets away cleanly...
Could be involved early.
Right.
Others in this big field. Here's Johnny.
Showed good late speed recently. Decent early, too. Not impossible for a place.
Light in, 10.
Galloped early last time, but recovered well. Improving form. Pace angle, maybe. Surprise potential.
That's so spicy, 12.
Good finisher, likes distance, first time barefoot all around. Interesting long shot. Could be, yeah.
Yep.
Needs pace, but the gear change is notable.
And finally, the last race. V86-8 at Solvalla, 2140-meter auto start. Star Raymond in 1, strong chance.
Looks very strong. Clearly improved in the comeback. Now gets the rail, undefeated from the lead.
Ticks a lot of boxes.
It really does. Top contender.
Ideal stone in 11. Wins a lot.
Super consistent. 17 wins from 27 starts. That's impressive. 1 on debut for the new trainer.
More reliable than flashy.
Yeah, more strong and determined. Doesn't mind doing the work. Major opponent, even from the back row.
Selective calling in 5. Improving horse.
Developed really well. Strong late speed shown recently. In good form. Contender no matter the trip.
Carrera Hall in 9. Always in the mix.
Usually finishes top 3, yeah. Strong finish, good trailing draw behind speed. Can't dismiss easily.
Okay, that's the full rundown of all 8 V86 races for April 16th. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.